In 2008, I had followed all the advice of a lot of the traditional financial world, and we lost about everything we owned almost in the Great Depression of 2008. I was driving in my nice sports car down to Las Vegas, and I got a call saying all the money's gone from the guy that was supposed to be managing our money, and it all just came. The life came to a screeching halt. And because of that, just to survive, we had to file personal bankruptcy in 2009, and that's a devastating thing to do that. I remember being at the dinner table, why all this chaos was going on in the world with the markets going crazy, and one by one, we sat there literally watching tow trucks come and take our cars away one by one. And if it wasn't for trusting in God and having my family literally go out and wash windows to pay the mortgage, it was not a fun time. Let's just put it that way. So I've been on the top of the mountain, but I've also had a lot of valleys. But the valleys is where I really learned about, that's where I started my journey. And okay, the system has let me down. Like what I've been taught about money and finances isn't true. Like something's not adding up here. How did the stock market really work? And what's this advice that we've been getting? And what did I learn from my parents about money? What did the schools teach me about money? And I started diving into this for many, many years after the crash in 2008, 2009. And I've learned some fascinating things. I've been blessed with some amazing mentors. I've done a ton of reading, and I put a lot of thought into what really creates financial freedom. And not the cliche phrase, but what does it really mean? How do you actually do that? And how do you do it based on your value system and principles? And so that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm creating, and is how to get the word out to people, as many as possible, through my one-to-one teaching and planning, plus the courses in the book. I want people to not make the same mistakes that we did. And if there's a way to avoid that and actually make better decisions and improve your situation, that's my mission. I'm very passionate about teaching people that. And so I tell the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes when we talk about what we were taught as children about money, things like we can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees, that kind of a thing. So that's where I'm at right now. I love having open, truthful discussions about the financial system and what the rules of the game are and how to play the game better, because the traditional way of making decisions with your money has been kind of a miserable failure for the last 60, 70 years. It hasn't worked real well. It's actually worked really well for the financial institutions and their advisors, but not those of us out in the field, so to speak.